Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Rosy O, and today I would like to do a kit up for a small 20 by 20 diamond painting. This this will be my sixth painting. So I'm currently working on five others, and I'm really close to finishing my Diamond Art Club Princess and the Pea Kitty painting. If y'all have seen the previous video, I showed it's a really large painting of a cat that's on pillows, sorry, and has really green background. So that's what took me forever, was the green part. But I finished that, so now I just need the middle part, and I'm super close to finishing. So I figured let me kit up a smaller one just to kind of give me a break from doing some of the larger ones because my other paintings are so large. And the painting I'm going to kit up today is this one. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. I hope you enjoy this kit up. And if you're a returning viewer, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And let me just give some clarification in case you're not too familiar what the term kit up is. This is the term that we use when we're going to organize our diamonds when we're going to get ready to paint. So usually it's called a kit up because you're pretty much putting the kit together, making sure all the beads are organized however you want. You make sure you have your tools, your accessories, your pans, your trays, and all of that. And usually the kit up, it's more pertaining to the diamonds. And myself, I organize them in kind of these little tubes. So, and I'll show you in a minute. Once I get the diamonds from the bags, I'll put them in these tubes, and I have a little suitcase. I call them a suitcase, but this one's a round suitcase. It's kind of a round one. They're contained in here, and this little suitcase kind of holder comes with all the little tubes in it. So I purchased this a long time ago from Amazon for a really good deal for $9.99, and it has 30 of them. So I'll make sure to put a link down below in case if it's something you might be interested, if you're interested in organizing your diamonds. And a lot of people don't. Some just get the packets get the diamonds themselves, work them from the packets themselves, and then they get going. I used to do that, but some of the packets weren't resealable, so I would always have a lot of diamonds that spill around. So I started getting into the whole, okay, I'm going to buy the little tubes to organize, and it keeps me from, spilling diamonds all over the place, and I have to keep picking them up. And so, oh, my apologies. And so this painting, yeah, it's a stack of books with some flowers on top and a nice little window in the background. And I really love that. I like that it's a little bit darker. And I love that the flowers are a little brighter and you actually see it contrast really well. I'm a big fan of this one. I showed this painting a couple of videos ago, and this is the first smaller one I want to work on. Usually these take me like 1 or 2 days if I'm just sitting there painting. And since it is the Super Bowl today, it'll give me a chance to be working on this while I'm watching the game. And yeah, I'm sorry, I like football, so I'm kind of excited that it's Super Bowl today. And so let's get this started. So these are the packet of diamonds. I'll put the painting aside real quick. And this one is really cool. I didn't notice that it had them in Ziploc bags because these are so much easier to pour out for me. And this little post-it, whenever I open the paintings, I put the paintings in portfolio so that any creases, anything like that, get kind of cleared out, like it kind of straighten out. And so I organize the diamonds in another container. So when I'm going to, let's say, start working on it, I can just pull it out. And this little post-it just has, this is my little system. I just put a little post-it that has the painting item number on it and a description of what it is. So when I pull it, I know, oh, okay, so it belongs to that painting. And I just put the post-its aside. I actually started kind of putting them in a little notebook. So I remember, oh, I remember this one. It's just a history for myself. I don't know. It's just, I just save them. I don't want to just throw them away. So let me open this packet real quick. This is really interesting because not a lot of diamond paintings come with the diamonds in Ziploc bags and have them really organized. Well, no, they're usually in numerical order, but it's the first time I actually see the Ziploc bag. I kind of feel bad getting them out of order. Trying to make sure they all come out nicely. Oops, sorry about that. This glue is getting stuck to it, and there you go. Ta-da! That's cool. It kind of stayed. And so usually I should have flipped them, but I think I'm going to do them this way. I'm assuming this is number 15. I thought this was number 1. So 15, I'm sorry, number 1 would be this color. Oh, look at that. So the way I'm going to do it, I'm going to change the way I usually kit up. Because usually I would kit up by the DMC numbers, which are these numbers, as you can see. They're the numbers that are categorized for each color of the diamond. And they usually, diamond paintings have these numbers. This time, since it's such a small, it's 15, I'm not really just going to use the DMCs. I'm just going to use the order. So what I'm going to do is these little tubes, I'm just going to put 1, 2, 3, 4 as whatever it is listed here. So when I see, okay, I'm going to work on letter, let's say B, for example, I'll just look up, okay, that's number 1. So I'll just grab number 1, which would be written on the tube, and I'll work from there. Excuse me, and I'll be good to go. So I just noticed that number 1 is DMC code 310, and I know I have a whole bunch of these. So if you give me a moment, let me get it from, because I save my beads, so let me get them from my storage real quick, because if I'm able to use the same bead for the painting, I'd rather be using whatever I have saved. I have them in containers, than open a brand new one when I can use previous ones I have saved up. So give me one moment, let me get that container real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. So I was right. I do have some 310s. These are little containers that, any that I have left, I save. And you don't need to save your diamonds. It's just some, like myself, I save them since I know that majority, especially for a lot of the temu diamonds, they're matching. So I'd rather, reuse them than just kind of, I'm assuming, just throw them away. Sorry about that. I messed with the lighting a bit. And so that's why I wanted to make sure, hey, if I have any left over, if I have any left over, I might as well use them. I usually match the colors real quick. Oops, sorry about that. And sometimes there's a difference a bit to the color. And no, these match perfectly. So for these, I'm going to put them aside. I'll put them away and use up these so that I'm able to use any of the storage ones. So I don't have to be opening any new packets. Oh, sorry, I was looking for my little, actually let me move these aside really, really quick. I'd flip them, but I am so worried that I'm kind of gonna mess up the order, and I kind of don't want to do that. So I know this one's number 1, so I'm gonna write it on the tube. And as I said, this time I'm just gonna write the number. I'm not gonna write the GMC code, and I kind of remember 1 is 310 because it's the first one. So what I usually do, since I have a little tray, this little tray, little spout, so in case I'm pouring and there's any that spilled, I'm able to just pour back into the tube if any get out. But usually I have a little cone, this one, that you can just pop in and out. And this one I also purchased at the Amazon. I'll make sure to put a link below just in case you're interested in it. It is really affordable. It came as a two pack. Sorry, it came with a pink and a blue, and it was around $3 or $4. It's really, really affordable. So that's why I was able to purchase it, and it fits perfectly with the tube. Ta-da! So since this is a little container, I would have to use this. Usually I pour them out of the bags, but since it's a little container, I'm so scared opening this. I'm just gonna pour them all out, and whatever's left, I'll make sure to put them, back in my little storage container. And there you go. So perfect, perfectly in the tube. Just in case, yeah, there you go. And that's it. That's pretty much whenever you're gonna be putting any of your diamonds, kitting them up, as they say, into a tube. Sometimes there's little boxes, and the little boxes are pretty cool. I've seen them before. And they're so cute. They're cute little cubes, and they open really. They're a lot bigger than these. They're pretty big. They're kind of large, and I love how they just look. They just look really cute. And if I had seen those, I would have purchased them, but I didn't. It was the tubes I had seen first when I started, doing the whole kitting up thing. So that's why I figured, you know what, I'll just stay with the tubes. And I already had purchased them, and I don't want to, just keep them aside, never use them. I mean, they're perfectly new, they're perfectly nice, so they're not damaged or anything. So I don't want to do that. Maybe down the line, if I'm getting around to kitting up, painting number 20 or something, I'll buy some of those cubes. So now I'm going to move on to number 2. I really don't want to get it out of order real quick. And this is number 2. So since it's flipped, I thought it was 20. No, it's 2. And oh, I really like this purpley. So sometimes with some diamonds, there is static in the. Do you see how it's sticky? There's sometimes some static in the packs, and I've been fortunate enough, and I'm gonna jinx myself. I don't usually get it a lot, so I don't know why. I think it's because usually a lot of the time I don't open my diamonds for a while. And I guess the static either fades away or I'm not sure. Just sometimes I'm fortunate enough that, oh, there you go. I don't get it, but like I said, I probably just jinxed myself. So let me just open that real quick and just pour it in the funnel. And this funnel is so, oh my goodness, it was such a good investment because I used to just pour, like I said, poured it from the bag. And I've unfortunately had some that try to get away, and I'd have to be looking around making sure I can find it. And there you go. See, perfectly in the tube. Now just close it again. And there you go. So, and usually with Ziploc bags, I've mentioned in the video before, I save them. I find a use for them. So in case I need to, I have a couple beads that need to go into the packet that for some reason don't fit in the container, like where I store them or anything like that. I always find a use for them. I try to find a use for them because I don't like throwing them away. And if unfortunately I don't, I do recycle them because the majority of them are plastic like that. So I'll make sure to recycle so I don't have to worry about it. So now I'm on number 3. So number 3, I think it's a pink color. Oh yeah, I was right. It's a pink color. Ooh, I like it. Makes sense. Some of the colors and some of the flowers in the painting are pink. And oh my goodness, it is a lot easier. It's not easier, sorry. It's a lot faster just writing the number, not having to put the DMC. And I have some of my bigger paintings, I did do that because since they are a little bigger, I did that just in case because I know I'm going to have several left over. So I'm going to make sure those bigger ones, I can just separate and organize them by the DMC number. And there we go. Perfect. Perfectly with the bag. And so get it out of there. And there we go. Woo, I'm having a fortunate day today. So, I guess I could chat a little bit. I usually don't with the, well, no, I did with my last kit up when I did it with the fox painting, I believe. I did kind of a little chat because I did a whip and chat a couple of days ago, and that video is available if you're interested. You can just check it out. I pretty much was talking about a lot of the diamond paintings that I was having come up in that video. So in this one, I'm not too sure what to speak about. I don't really have anything new. It's Sunday, so Sunday fun day. And since, like I said, it's Super Bowl today, and I know not everyone, it's not their thing, but to me, I'm just really excited. I cannot wait for the game. I don't have like a whole get together or anything. It's just my husband and I, and my cat, because my cat does sometimes sit down and watches the TV, and we just watch the game, with some snacks, good meal, and just enjoying our time together, and I like that. I like those little, simple simplicities that make you happy. I like that a lot. And there you go. That was number 4. And there we go. Yeah, I'm getting lucky. Again, I just jinxed myself. And sorry if you hear some kind of loud noises. I have upstairs neighbors and they go a little crazy sometimes. I don't know if they move their furniture or what. So sometimes you'll hear real loud thumping. It's just them. Either they're walking around or they're moving stuff. And I'm not too sure if the microphone picks it up. So apologies if you hear that random thump. It's not me, it's my neighbors. I feel so bad I'm calling out my neighbors. But but yeah, just saying if you hear that sound. And here we go, number 5. Oh my goodness, I really love these Ziploc bags. And usually they'll have them in little packs that you have to cut, and they're kind of like vacuum sealed. So you cut them and then you pour them out, and there you go. And those to me are more guilty with static than the Ziploc bags. To me, I mean, sometimes I haven't had any that were just really, really bad. And I've seen some other diamond painters when they do kit up videos, like they're just, oh my goodness, the static is just horrible, and I feel so bad for them because they have to struggle on making sure that the beads are going in through whatever container they're putting them in. And there are little tricks on getting rid of static. I've seen people use dryer sheets. I've used some people use the static guard, And myself, I don't want to be, I don't want to use that kind of stuff. So if whenever I have static, I'm just all right. I'll just live with it. It's not to me. It's not to me. It's not an issue. But I know, especially for like sorry, bigger paintings, it is because you have to make sure everything's really organized and the colors are correct. So you don't want one that's kind of like oops, wrong color, and you put it on the wrong location. So that I do understand, but like these smaller ones, I don't. To me, I don't think it's a big issue. Excuse me. I do a little Polaroid shake, and for anyone who is familiar with that, we all know Polaroids. So, and let me just open it real quick. So sorry about that. Whenever I do these, I go on so many tangents. I don't go back to what I'm speaking about. So, but yeah, that's pretty much. I don't really have a lot going on. I'm just trying to get this started so I can get this painting started. And then when I'm done with this, I'm going to keep working on my sunflower painting. I believe I showed on a short, I believe. I don't think I did a video on it. It's for a I don't know how to call it. It's the first time I've ever done it because I've seen other diamond painters that do them. They're kind of like a theme, I guess. And it's a raffle that, depending on, whatever diamond painting you're doing for the theme, at the end of for this one, at the end of the month, I believe it's at the end of the month, they'll put your name in a raffle and they have like so many amazing accessories, items, paintings that they'll raffle out for anybody who, followed and did the whole event. And this one is called oh my goodness, I did forget the name. For the Love of All Seasons. And it's really cool. You got to pick a season. Diamond painting through a licensed vendor, of course. And sorry, I forgot to write the number. And you would pick a season, either spring, summer, fall, and winter. And myself, I picked fall. And my sunflower painting fell under fall because sunflowers are actually, they grow in the fall. And the painting actually looks really fallish. It has really, really pretty, really pretty sunflowers, and you actually see the autumn sky in the background. So I used that for fall, and it's a diamond dots painting. And yeah, I'm using that for the event, and I've been working on that. And it's kind of a larger painting, not that big, but it is taking me a bit, and it's a little bit more. I don't know. To me, I feel like the diamonds are a little smaller, but I think I don't know. I think it's in my head. For some reason, I feel like they're smaller, but they're probably not. But when I was working on them, I'm like, why do they feel smaller to me? But that painting's taking me a little bit because I have to have it on my light pad because it's really, really dark. Like a lot of the sunflowers, a lot of the background. There's a lot of dark color to it, so I use it with the light pad, and it takes a little longer for me to set everything up. So that's why I believe it's taking me longer to work on. But I'm getting there. I'm getting there, and I'll make sure to, put an update short on that painting because it's coming out. Don't get me wrong. Even though I'm like, okay, I got to set everything up, I am loving how it's coming out. Those sunflowers in the painting is just so pretty. And I'll make sure to put a short later on this week on what it's looking like. Excuse me. So, whoop, I forgot how to write an 8. There we go. I was going to write an S, and I'm like, wait, no, it's an 8. So I'll make sure to put an update on that so you can see how the painting's coming out. And let me get the next one. Oh, you're hidden under there. Oh, it's a little blue one. And I thought it was the 80. I don't know what. 8. There we go. Oh, I like this blue a lot. It's so pretty. Ah, I like this blue. Hey, it kind of matches the cone bit. And yeah, like I said, I'll make sure to put that up there. Oh, and I've been crocheting a shawl, and oh my goodness, I love how it's coming out. So on my Instagram, I have a lot of crochet, knitting, diamond painting, which I just started adding to it. And there was an Instagram post from Line Brand, which, if you're not too familiar, is a brand of yarn. And they had a post of a picture, and it was so pretty. It was a couple ladies that they were at a wedding. The bride was there, and I believe there were some of her bridesmaids, and they had these crocheted shawls, and I've seen the pattern before. And I kept looking at it. Kept wondering, why does that look familiar to me? And they put the name of the pattern and the designer, and in a heartbeat, I was like, I know that designer, I know that pattern, that I saw the yarn that they used, and I just fell in love with it. So I started making my own. And don't get me wrong, it's not for a wedding or anything like that. It's just for me because I've been wanting to make a really big shawl, since sometimes I get a little chilly in well, pretty much in anywhere. And since the weather's been kind of hit or miss, some days it's kind of warm, some days it's kind of cool. So I like having a shawl around because sometimes it gets a little chilly with the either with the fans, with the AC, or with the weather. And this shawl pattern, oh my goodness, I fell in love, and so I started working on it, and it's coming out really, really nicely. It's just I'm using Pound of Love. Anyone's familiar with that? It's a really, really large skein of yarn that it's gonna take me a bit because I'm planning to use the whole skein so I can get a really big shawl. It's gonna take me a bit, but it's just so pretty, and I cannot wait till it looks when I finish it. And I'll make sure to put a video of it once I've completed, because I'm also been trying to finish up some blankets I'm working on. So I'll make sure to I'll post a video later on, excuse me, of some of my finished projects. It's just they take a little longer, especially blankets. They take me a bit. And I'll make sure to put a video of that to, show everyone, hey, I'm still crocheting. It doesn't look like it, but I am. And in majority, I also knit. Majority of the time I crochet. I don't know. To me, I found out I'm a lot faster on it. And a lot of patterns I keep seeing are crocheted. So, and I just like them. So the majority of the time I've been crocheting a lot more. Maybe that's why I've gone a little faster, because the majority of my projects are crocheted. And now I'm on number 11. Right? Yeah. Oh, I'm flying through them. My goodness. Thank goodness there was Ziploc bags for this one. And let's see. So this is 10. This is 11. So yeah, as I said, I'll make sure to put a video. So I'll just see, especially for anyone who that crochets and just curious to see what's going on. I'll make sure to post an update on that. Wait, I can't see it. Oops, see, Polaroid shake always works. It always helps with settling it down too. So, oh, there we go. So I'm just confirming to make sure it's 11, because I wasn't sure when I moved it. The diamond confused me because there's a little diamond decal on it, so it kind of confused me a bit. So, but yeah, and the shawl's like it says it's supposed to be pink, but to me it looks peachy color, the yarn. So, and I don't mind. I mean, it's such a soft color and I like it a lot. I'm sure, like, if I'm going to wear it outside or anything, it'll match whatever I'm wearing, so it's not a problem. I was originally going to do it brown, and I have a brown color for Pound of Love yarn, but I have no idea where I put it away. So I was like, you know what? My shawl's going to be peachy. So I've got a peachy shawl now. So now I'm on number 12, and yeah, and as you can see, it's a pretty quick process whenever you're kitting this up. And honestly, I love doing this. I don't know why. To me, I find it kind of relaxing. And some paintings, yeah, that looks 12. Some paintings, I don't do a video for them. So it's if I'm just there and I'm just listening to music and I'm just kitting up all the diamonds, to me, I find it kind of relaxing. I like it. Like, I find it, it's more like organizing. Like myself in like work professional wise, I love doing paperwork. Yes, I'm one of those. I love, just, I don't know what it is. I love it's the whole organization, have everything ready, having everything set up. And the way I treat, the way I am at work, it's the way I'm treating my diamond painting. So that's why I have no problems kitting up. And same thing, the reverse, when I dekit, once I put all the diamonds away. Oopsie, I jinxed myself. That's a little bit of static there. Yeah, I am not going to fight that. I'm going to leave it there. You guys are going to live in a Ziploc bag. Or I might take them off screen, because I don't want to be here fighting with it. Like, oh, I'm going to get you beads. No, I'm not going to do that. So, but yeah, that's pretty much how I am as well, professional. Like, I don't know. I love paperwork. I know it's such a weird thing. Some of my coworkers think it's funny. They're like, really? I'm like, yeah, I like doing it. I don't know. I love the whole organization part, I guess. And are you sure? I think I might have gone one out of order. Oh no, here we go. 13. Ooh, I love this teal color. Oh, I love that. Yeah, some of the colors are hidden. Like, some were really, really hidden in the Ziploc bags. I wasn't sure. So, as I said, that's why I probably love doing these kit ups so much. Same thing with the D kits, because I'm able to put everything back in the containers. and organize them. And I do save them. As I said before, not everyone saves the beads, but myself, like this is a good example. Like 310, I know as a venture can. There's always a 310. It's like one of the numbers that's always around. So I know I'd have a use for it. And if I don't finish that, since it was so many I had left over, I'll make sure to combine it. Or if I do actually just have a little bit left over, I'll combine it with the packet that came with this painting. So it's all together. And I'll have some for the next painting I have to do. Like I said, there's always a 310. It kind of sneaks in. It's like a weird, random color. I found that out. I was like, huh. I was like, it's so, I don't know. I guess it's a good accent color, I guess, since it's kind of, I think it's black. I'm not too sure. The dark purple. No, I think it's black. Um, that's a good color to accent any kind of painting that you're doing. Oh, there we go, 14. Especially with bright colors. It works really well. You do shake there a bit. And oh, I like this. It's like a limey green. I have a yarn in this color and I love it. I just don't make anything with it because it's so bright. So I don't know what to use it. I just like having it. So, and I think that's true for anyone who crochets and knits. We just have yarn just to love yarn. So sometimes some yarn, it doesn't fulfill its destiny. It just stays with it. It just stays with us. So there you go. And so that's 14. So put that aside. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have, really. I don't really have anything upcoming. Other than I do have other, as I said, I'm planning to do update videos, especially with some of the diamond paintings I'm working on. Excuse me. And once I finish that Diamond Art Club painting, I'm so going to make sure to present it in a really nice video because that painting, it's a square drill, so it took me a bit. So I'm going to make sure I'm going to super show that painting because it took me a bit. Oh my goodness, I love this color. It's like such a nice oceany teal color. There you go, camera caught it. Oh my goodness, I love that color. And yeah, I'm going to make sure to show that painting. And the other paintings I'm working on, since I said this is number 6, I did a short for number 5. It's Butterfly and Roses. That one, I'm actually getting a little faster on that one. So that one I'll also make sure to put an update. I'm doing them in shorts because they're just updates. Once they're completed, then I'll make sure to make it as a video. But right now, I'm doing it in shorts. It's just as an update thing. And I'm going to make sure that all of those videos, as I've mentioned before in one of my videos, I'm trying to finish up a group for this channel on Facebook. So once I do, I'm going to make sure to put all those videos and any updates as well. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That was pretty much all the diamonds. And let me get this over here and see how quick and easy that was. It was real simple, real fast, and you actually see them. They're in numerical order. So since this is kind of round, I didn't want to do it all the way around. So I'm just going to treat it like I usually do with my kind of rectangle ones. I just made it so it'll go fade around like that. So I make sure like, okay, reach number 10. This is number 11. And this painting I'm actually going to start, as I said, I'm trying to start it while I'm watching the Super Bowl. Just in case, if anyone's seen football games, sometimes it slows down. So when it does, I'll just real quickly just be working on the painting. And I don't really need a light pad for this one because my main living room is real bright. So I don't need a light pad for this. And so, yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll make sure to put links down below if you're interested in this painting or in this kit. Any items I've shown here, I'll make sure to put it in the description below in case you're interested in purchasing and, it might help you out. And again, if you're a returning viewer, thank you so, so much. I really, really do appreciate it. We are so, so close to 100 subscribers, and I am so excited about that. We're getting there, everyone. We're getting there. And if you're new to the channel, if you can just do the usual, if you can like, subscribe, I'd really, really appreciate that as well. And again, thank you for your time, and have yourself a wonderful day. Thank you.